Well, hello. Welcome, one and all, to another episode of the Lunch Break Podcast. We know it's been a little while again since we've recorded an episode.
We're lazy bums.
It's just the way it happens sometimes, you know? Because it's, based on availability. So, I'm Ricky. If you don't know, if this is the first time you're tuning in on account of you saw the title and was like, oh, I'm listening to this. With me is Chris.
That's me.
There he is.
And this is our first summer episode.
The summer lunch break, the picnic podcast.
The picnic podcast. We should be outdoors doing this.
We're not picnicking though.
No,
we should be
we're indoors.
Maybe we'll do some outdoor eps.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Some birds in the background tweeting, and you got a groundhog that's scurrying away in our backyard here at the church. That'd be.
See, you don't know.
Cool.
Were we outside for that?
Yeah, that might have been the real guy right there.
And with us today is a special guest, a friend of ours, part of our church here where we record the show. We have the one and only Noah Miller.
Hello.
Are you comfortable using your full name?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
I don't need to edit that out. I don't need to bleep it out.
Okay. I'm not wanted anywhere.
We won't redact that.
Just don't give anything else. No address, no social security, anything like that.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know your social security. I don't know if you think I do.
But if we did need to know, what would it be?
One.
Just the last four. Just last four.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Really? Is that your password also? Yeah. So we brought Noah in because Noah's a shoe guy.
Yes.
I feel like
We're all shoe guys,
yeah,
in a sense.
we all like
That's
shoes.
why we're having it on the show, because we like
shoes.
talking about shoes.
Noah possesses more shoes.
He does.
He worked at a store that sold shoes.
Yep.
And what do you do now? What's your you want to promote the old business on here?
I'm a web designer, graphic designer, marketing, branding, anything of the sort.
Okay. All right. And what's the name of your company there, Noah?
Noah Miller Brands. That's what I go by.
Noah Miller Brands.
Yeah, that's my website.
Oh, I like that.
www.noahmillerbrands.com.
No, I gotta ask a question.
We got to get a lunch break website design.
Everybody's doing this nowadays. Do you spell any of those words weird? Like, is it brands with a Z at the end, or?
No. Have you seen the stuff where they put like a random letter in to replace another letter? Like the musicians that do it?
Yeah.
I think that's so stupid.
They probably got it from
Use
Prince.
like an X instead of an O. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Do you think
that
that's
either.
an effective marketing tool?
As a marketing man yourself, that's a great question.
See, here's my issue with it. Because everybody's using those like Google Homes and Alexas and all that. So when you tell your Alexa to play such and such band, but it's spelled weird with an X instead of an O, then Alexa doesn't know what you're saying if you're saying it as if it had the O. Because Alexa's saying it how it's actually spelled.
Yeah, that's a good point. They should reprogram. Either they should reprogram Alexa or the other AI interfaces, or people should actually start using the words that they know and spell them correctly.
Yes.
Including their own names.
How did you get, if I wanted to play something from Prince when he went by just the symbol,
Right.
how do I even say that? Alexa,
play the artist formerly known as Prince. Oh, do we have Alexa in
is that
here anywhere?
is that what he went by? The artist formerly known as?
That's how they would talk about him on TV or online or anything, or they'd say the artist formerly known as Prince, but then he went back to being Prince again. So
Yeah.
that symbol, that weird symbol.
Prince.
Yeah. Anyway,
R.I.P.
so shoe guy's here.
Because we have something very, I think it's important.
It's great.
Just
Perfect.
a little closer to the mouth there, Noah. Just want to make sure we catch everything you have to say. So this is vitally important because for me, it is. For me, this is an issue that is plaguing the United States.
You stay up nights because of this.
Maybe
Thinking these
the
things.
world. I have nightmares that I wake up with them on my feet. The problem that is going on is one word: Crocs. Crocs.
That's
Now,
the crux of the issue.
Whoa, okay.
Ooh, like that?
All right. The crux of Crocs. Sorry, my headphones are falling off here. Yeah, so that's what we got to discuss because I'm seeing them more and more. They're becoming
proliferating.
They're becoming
crazy.
a fashion trend.
Yeah.
And we brought Noah in because he is 100% on the Croc bandwagon.
That's right.
What are you
Both
wearing
feet
today?
in.
I'm wearing Crocs. These are new Crocs. I just bought these. They came in the mail on Monday.
They
Really?
look new.
Yep.
They're covered in grass.
Yeah, I
Well,
cut wood
at
and mowed the lawn this morning.
You
Oh.
cut wood with Crocs.
Yeah.
Chainsaw?
Yep. Do you think the shoes you're wearing right now, which are not Crocs, are going to protect you any more from a chainsaw than Crocs?
No,
do
but I
you
wouldn't wear these. I
remember-
would wear boots. So if something fell on my foot.
Do you remember when like lumberjacks and stuff were like manly?
Yes.
Well, if they're out there wearing Crocs, like
Well,
I'm not looking to
That
Paul
means they
Bunyan.
can take more pain because they don't have
Re-
protection.
Nah,
of
it means
steel toe
it means they're single. That's what it means. just
I'm glad you pointed out that they actually have grass on them right now. Because when I first saw them, I thought, oh, maybe it's like a fleck, like a gold fleck in them, because they make all different kinds now. So I wouldn't have known that until you pointed it out.
now I'm wishing we had a video today.
Yeah. See, sometimes you
So
just
we can
can't
see
capture it visibly.
the gold
visually.
fleck.
If that would be wood chips.
If
and
that
we
was
got
the
grass on the
wood
socks.
if I saw advertised gold flecked Crocs, and that's what it was, I feel like
Well, you wouldn't buy them anyway.
no, I
Obviously.
wouldn't.
I'm just
I
gonna throw it
wouldn't.
out there. I know where you're at, where your head's at with the Croc thing. What your opinion is?
I think I've made it clear.
yeah,
I called it.
from the beginning.
I wasn't
travesty.
sugarcoating it. I'm not neutral on this.
No.
I've been outspoken from the onset of Crocs because they came out long time ago.
Yeah.
At least 15 years ago, maybe
Yeah,
10.
I would say so.
10 to 15, something like that. And from the moment I saw them, I knew I'm not buying these. You know what? I got to ask, why? Why do you like Crocs?
2 words: versatility and comfort.
Versatility and comfort.
Yeah.
Oh, the old VC.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I get with my Vans, though.
Yeah, but you can't like walk in the water with your Vans. You'll ruin them.
That's true.
I can go on a beach with these, and they'll be fine. They'll just dry off like super quick, and it doesn't matter because they're just rubber. I can walk outside to get the mail, take the dog out.
You can do that with no shoes.
Well, yeah, but then you get your feet dirty. I don't want to get my feet dirty. I don't want to get my socks dirty.
I'd rather have dirty feet.
Okay.
Okay, I can see the water argument. I would prefer Sanooks in that situation, but they won't dry out as fast because they do have the cloth. So
Yeah.
there is that.
It's better than flip flops because if you go like in a river or like a creek, they're not gonna like float away.
Yeah, goodbye
They're
flip
stuck
flop.
on your feet.
Yeah,
Gotta put them in sport mode.
that's not sport mode.
This is sport mode.
That's sport. They actually have names. for it, or
wait,
did you
by
make that up?
putting the heel
Put
thing
the heel
on.
thing in the back. That's
That's
sport
called
mode.
That's
sport
sport
It doesn't fall
mode.
out. See,
Really? So my daughter's flip flops that have the little elastic band around the back
Sport mode.
because she's 3.
sport mode
She's rocking sport mode
Yes.
already.
Yes.
That's incredible. I didn't know there's a
Oh
name for
my
that. A term for that.
goodness.
Some people call it 4-wheel drive.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I got to ask this question, Noah. When did this begin for you? This journey with Crocs.
I think I got my first pair like 3 years ago, and I just replaced them like last week.
So 3 years ago. So were you still in college at that
Yeah,
point?
I think I was a sophomore in college.
Sophomore in college. Okay.
Yeah. So it was one of my friends that had them, and at first I was on the anti-Croc side.
Okay. Why?
I didn't think they were the most stylish thing.
Okay, there we go.
And so I was a little judgmental of them. And then I tried them. I was like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. And so I got myself a pair and literally wore them like every day. Unless I was going to like play like ultimate frisbee or basketball or whatever, I was wearing Crocs.
Okay.
Wow. See, I'm digging my heels in. And I don't even want to put my foot in one because I don't want my mind changed.
Don't
You wanna-
resist.
Yeah.
No, I'm resisting. I really don't have. I have no desire. I don't know. My life hasn't been inconvenienced enough to make me say, what item can I put on my foot that, though it looks like absolute garbage, it's so versatile and comfortable that that's what I need because my life is so inconvenienced by my other shoes.
Well, think about the savings. All right. So tell me,
Oh boy, the savings.
how
I buy off
long,
the clearance rack exclusively.
how long would a
I
pair
wanna
of
hear
shoes
this.
last you? An average pair of shoes.
I don't know. It
We
just
talking 6
depends on the
months,
use.
a year?
No,
Depends on the shoe.
You know, I'm not wearing them
Use.
today, but my Vans that I wear regularly, I got last summer.
Okay.
I'm still wearing them.
Okay.
Now, do they look great? No, they look worn. They have a little hole in it from when I was trying to learn how to ollie, so it looks like I skate.
You know what happened after that?
Yes.
But are those the shoes you were wearing when you had your accident?
Yeah.
Should
Do
have
you
been
think
wearing
that?
Crocs.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if Crocs would have been better.
Yeah.
Do people skate in Crocs?
Well, that's
I
the
don't
next
think
question.
so.
Have you ever seen that? You would know. Is there anybody who's been what's sponsored by Crocs that's a skater?
There's no way.
Just
There's
can't.
no
so.
way. No.
think so.
I don't know
They're
if
sponsored by
anyone's
Nike, Vans,
sponsored.
Globe, DC. Like,
Right. DC Comics.
no.
You can get a comic. You can get in a
No.
comic book for being a skater. Superhero quality. No.
I'm sure Tony Hawk has been featured in a comic
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
sure.
He's on a whole nother level.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I think at this point,
Chris, I need to know.
You've got a great. So you're obviously your bias is Crocs, junk. Never will be on my feet.
I'm not going to say junk. I'm not questioning the quality of the Croc make.
Okay.
I just think
For you, the form is more important than the function. Or the
Yes.
form of function, okay.
Yes.
And so I have been that way for the longest time with Crocs as well. I've been on that page, but I had to say, probably within the last year or so, I've been opened up, and I gotta say, I've never worn a pair in my life. I've not bought them. I still won't buy them, at least at this point. I have made that decision. But I kind of on the fence here because I see the value in what they are. Maybe not as versatile as you use them, Noah. I wouldn't leave the house in them, but I could see how, like, walking around the house, having a pair of clogs, walking the dog outside, going across the street to get the mail, water, play in the backyard, setting that up for the kids, and maybe even going to, if I was at the beach, maybe at the town pool or something like that, having them on, but they would have that specific of a purpose. Besides that, I would not wear them casually around. Does that make sense? Is that a?
I got it. I got it. And I feel like a lot of those are more acceptable applications. It's when the Croc becomes a part of the I'm going out to dinner outfit.
Right.
That's where it really, like, I don't like them to begin with.
Yeah.
But when you're slipping those things on like they're a normal shoe,
They are.
they're not.
They're not going. No. And
I'm saying this. I married a woman who had Crocs with the fur, okay?
Oh yeah.
And she's had them since
Yeah, my wife
we
too.
met.
Right.
She wore them regularly.
See, I liken
I don't
liken them
like
to
it.
like everything has a place and purpose. Pajamas.
You can guess where the
pajama
place for
pants.
Crocs is for me.
Everywhere.
Pajamas and pajama pants specifically have a time and a purpose and a place, which is in the home for relaxation, leisure. They're not for when you leave the house, you wear them. Out and casually going to Walmart, going to
Just
the
stop
grocery
there. 'Cause
store.
that's
Some
pretty
people
much where it
do.
ends up.
Anywhere.
Just stop there.
So yeah, but
Walmart.
So I liken the Crocs in a certain way that their purpose is something that is meant for I just like I said what I've already described, going outside with maybe even it's winter time and I got to go outside to get the mail or something or whatever it is. Those are going to be a lot easier to get on and off than something else, than boots or anything else. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
But
Boots
they're
are a
not
pain.
for going out with or that kind of thing. Same as I wouldn't wear pajama pants out. Right?
Yeah. Now, what about when you go out and you see the person rocking the pajama pants with the Crocs?
Yeah, let me ask Noah, what do you think of that?
I wouldn't do the pajama pants thing.
You wouldn't do it.
But I think joggers and Crocs is a style.
Ooh,
I like that.
joggers.
I do that a lot. That's if I wear joggers, I'm usually
I'm on
wearing
the fence with
Crocs.
joggers in general,
You
to
know
be honest
what?
with you with that one too.
I feel like I've crossed into a zone of being out of touch with a generation. Because that's not a trend for 30-year-olds, right?
I think you should try
Right.
joggers.
I think it's true.
Joggers are the ones that go narrow at the
Yes,
bottom.
they
They're like
taper.
the ones that like bunch up at the bottom.
Yeah. No, I don't
love
think
those.
so. I don't think I have the ankle for it. I have too big of an ankle, so it would never truly taper.
Okay.
It's not quite a cankle, but it's not a thin ankle. In fact, it would probably look pretty normal in a Croc because the Croc is so wide. It might actually help my ankles, but I don't care. I'm going to continue wearing super narrow Vans that probably don't fit my ankle.
So now, here's the question that now I have to ask Noah as well. So you've made the transition. You're 3 years in now to your journey, and you're all in on the Crocs. It's now a daily driver for you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And so what has become of the other side of you, the sneakerhead, so to speak? side of you, which was all about sneakers. Does that mean like, oh, I've left that now behind entirely, or can you still be in that same world and be in the Croc world at the same time?
Before he answers, I just want to like people. Noah would have a different pair of like high top Nikes. Maybe even
Jordans.
Do you have Jordans too?
Yeah,
Only Jordans?
Pretty much, yeah.
Only Jordan. Listen to this.
Yeah.
Only Jordans.
That's why I said sneakerheads.
Right? Like that's like one of the most expensive shoes you can buy. He only had those. They look good. They pop. They make you go, dang, what's on those feet?
You ready for this?
Yes.
On Friday, when I bought my Crocs, I bought a pair of Jordans the same day.
Same day.
Yep.
What have you worn more?
Probably the Jordans. I bought the Crocs
Good man.
online, so I've had them less time.
Okay.
Oh, so it's not fair. So you didn't
Okay.
get them the same
Yeah.
time, same day.
It wasn't like you walked into not famous footwear. It's not selling Jordans.
It was a Nike outlet.
Nike outlet.
Ooh, which Jordans did you get, by the way?
Deltas.
Okay.
The color is
Hold
black
on.
and
I got to
kumquat.
call out. Do you know what that shoe is?
I have a vague idea of which shoe it is.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
No,
Because I don't have any idea what that is. But
No,
you said
I
oh,
kinda-
like,
It's a
I
low
guess-
top. It's more of a running style.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jordan.
I just
It's
wanted
not
to,
something I wear, but when it comes to Jordans, I wouldn't pick them. But then again, I'm not a big Jordan. Like I like certain Jordans. I have a pair of 13s. I like to get a pair of 14s at some point.
I've owned two
That's
pairs
about
of
it.
Jordans in my day. One pair that my high school basketball coach gave to me. I think because he felt bad because I blew out my other basketball shoes, and he's like, "You need to get a real pair of shoes," and just gave me.
Nice.
I forget what it was. It was the kind of Jordan. I know as someone who had them, I should know the number.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they had like this big covering that covered the front of the laces, and just I think Carmelo Anthony wore them.
Okay. Yeah.
And I can't remember. It was like this big mesh looking thing.
It might have
covered
been
the laces.
Might have been the 20s,
That sounds vaguely familiar. Or 19s.
19s or 20s, because
19?
I don't know.
You don't know.
it might have been because that was after he had had retired or was in the retirement phase before he came back. Right.
It was in the early 2000s.
So it was after he retired. Then that's what I mean. I knew it was either after he retired or it was right
I
around
don't
that
think
time.
he ever played with them.
It might have been the first shoe that came out after he retired that he didn't wear himself.
Maybe
on the court.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They were super comfortable. You want to talk about comfortable shoe?
Jordans are comfy.
My
They are.
goodness,
Well, you pay for comfort and you pay for style.
it's
You
true.
get both with a Jordan.
I just want to be like Mike.
I want to be like Mike.
Though after the Last Dance, I don't know that I want to be like Mike. Except for the winning.
Okay, we're
the
going
whole bunch of winning.
Going on a
Okay,
crazy rabbit hole.
sorry.
No, I think I asked him a question. Then you said wait.
So yes. Oh, sorry. So I just
you
wanted
live-
to paint for a picture of
Yeah.
the quality of shoe
Yeah.
that I always saw Noah in prior
Yes.
to 3 years ago.
So would you consider yourself still a sneakerhead?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
You can live in both.
Yeah.
worlds at the same time.
I have less expendable income, I guess would be the word, now than I did when I was a 16-year-old working at Olympia Sports and didn't have anything to spend my money on except for expensive shoes.
Right.
So now I'm more of the buy a pair of Crocs, and then I've got my other shoes, my Jordans. I got a pair of running shoes that I'll use when I go play disc golf or whatever. And then having the Crocs extends the life of the other pairs of shoes because I'm not wearing them as often. So really, it's a money saver to have Crocs.
I guess I can see that.
That makes sense.
I just want to highlight something. You called it disc golf.
Disc golf.
Do you not call it frolf?
I do not.
Is that if people does anybody call it froth now?
It's not the technical term. Frisbee is a brand name from the company Whammo,
Kinda like
which
Kleenex.
first invented the Frisbee. Yeah, it's like Kleenex.
Gotcha.
Or like when you say you're going to Google something,
Right.
you're just going to search it, even if you're using
Band-Aid.
Bing.
Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Disc golf is the technical term because Frisbee is a brand name,
Okay.
Okay.
and Frisbees suck.
Oh,
Oh, wow,
hot
that's-
take.
That's a hot take for sure. All I can the first thing I think about right now when I think of Frisbee, other than the Frisbee itself, is Back to the Future 3. Remember that movie? Where
I do remember.
they're
It's the
eating
one I've watched the least.
Okay, it's the one. There's a part in the movie where they're having a little festival in the town, and Marty McFly is looking to throw something at the Biff in that generation. I think it's not a Griff, but I forget what his name is. Anyway, it's the Biff of that generation in the 1800s.
I think it is Griff Tannen, isn't it?
Well, Griff is the second one. I know that. The second movie is Griff, but I don't know what his name is in the third movie.
The second movie? Isn't it just Biff and Biff?
No. It's Biff is now a grandpa in the second movie. In the and then the younger one that Marty McFly's son interacts with, and he's playing his son, is Griff, the one that's got like the steroid, like he's got the cool hoverboard and everything.
Got it.
That's Griff.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Sorry.
Anyway, so going back. So in the third one, he goes to throw something at the Biff in that generation, and it's a pie plate, and it says Frisbee on it. And it's like, and then they make a little reference to it, and it's like, and he throws it, I think, at him at one point. I'm like, oh, that's pretty funny.
So that's how it happened.
So maybe that's when it was invented in the 1800s.
In real life.
In Hill Valley.
I mean, that's historic nonfiction.
Exactly. It's definitely
Right?
historic fiction, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so you hate Frisbees because, and so I didn't even know there were other manufacturers.
Yeah, so
of discs.
Whammo was the company that invented the Frisbee first, but then they decided to cheap out and lower their plastic quality to make more money, and then they weren't as good. So other
Isn't that
companies
how
make
it
better.
goes?
Yep.
Isn't that how it goes?
Interesting. So what are the Jordans of the disc world?
Discraft is the
Discraft?
company, yeah.
I've heard of that. I have heard of that.
When I first showed up to school, so I played ultimate Frisbee at school.
Which is big at Houghton. I remember it being a big thing when I was there.
Yeah, so one of the days I showed up and I had my own disc, which was a Frisbee, a Whammo Frisbee that I bought at like Olympia Sports or whatever. And I showed up and one of the guys on the team saw it and he's like, "What is this?" And he just chucked it across the field. He's like, "We don't play with those here." And I was like,
man.
"What?"
Wow. So
then
harsh.
and then he explained to me the issue of it being a much lower quality disc than any of the other brands. And
it just seems rude,
that.
though. Like, if that's the only disc you have,
yeah.
I mean, man. That's like me.
What if you were in the
someone
field and you were wearing Crocs and he goes, "We don't play with those here," and he threw your Crocs across
They don't play
the-
with shoes there. Most people just took their shoes
in the
off.
front
I
of the
was
quad,
not
I
one of
remember
them.
that. A lot of foot.
Yeah, I can't run around in bare feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either.
Never. In my life have I been able to do that. I don't like to feel. I forget where I was going with that. But I want to get to something that I think, unfortunately, weighs in your favor, Noah. I put out a poll.
Oh, okay.
On Facebook.
That's
and
right.
I
on
voted
Instagram.
in that.
Yeah, which is messed up. You knew knew you were going to be on the podcast.
He's trying to push it in his favor.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah,
How
but
many
I don't
times
even
did you vote?
Just once.
You didn't create more accounts just so you can vote.
I have
Who-
like 4 Instagram accounts.
Oh, there you go.
I
Who's
should
Stoa Filler? All right, so here's from Facebook. Now, I didn't crunch these numbers together. For all I know, there's a vote that is coming in now. I don't know.
Okay.
It's going to be live until this afternoon, which is yesterday afternoon is when I put it up. So, Lunch Break Podcast poll. I just simply put, in the most simple way possible, Crocs. Yay or nay? No explanation, no yay because of versatility and comfort.
Yeah.
Just yay
Didn't
or
lead with
nay.
anything, just a very simple, straightforward question.
Now, this is probably the most poll results I've ever gotten on one of these, which is funny, which just shows the passion for the Croc. On Facebook, the passion is positive. 11 people voted yay. 9 people voted nay. Now, it's not a blowout,
Yeah.
but it's a healthy one. Now, my wife voted twice, so the Instagram one will also have her vote.
And she
in it.
voted yay. Right?
She voted yay. Now, she has not purchased another pair of Crocs since the one she had back in 2008.
Does she still have those?
She did for a long time. The bottom was so worn out. If she even put them on in like the winter, she was going down. They were just slick.
That's what happened to mine.
So yeah, 11 people voted yay on there. 9 people voted nay. Noah, your significant other, of course, voted yay. She's a huge Croc head.
13 pairs.
13
pairs
pairs.
of Crocs.
And
Wow.
the crazy thing is, she just bought her first black pair. Black is like the color you start
That's
with.
a
'cause it
go-to,
goes with everything.
I would think,
She
yeah.
just bought a black pair the other day.
I think if I was to get a first pair, it would probably be something colorful.
No, it would not.
No.
No? You think I would go black?
I think
Why?
you gotta go black.
No.
Like as though I'm going to pair it with outfits?
Yes.
I would
Get outta
consider you
here.
more of like a navy blue starter.
They have like a
This is
gray,
all
like a dark
hypothetical
gray.
anyway. You're never going to do this.
I'm not going to do it.
No.
Now, here's my... let me get to the
dark
Instagram
gray would
poll.
be good.
I'll get to the... I mean, like a charcoal
Yeah.
of sorts.
Well, let me ask.
That's not bad.
Oh, wait, you're still in the... Okay.
I'll go to the Instagram.
I'll go with Instagram. Then I got a question.
Because the Instagram poll is 10 votes nay, 9 votes yay. So I think with that overall,
Yeah.
they equal out.
Yeah.
But if you take my wife's out of the Instagram and just leave it on Facebook, then that's really 8 votes yay on here. I don't know who doubled up.
Did you vote? You didn't vote, obviously, because you're just you were putting the vote out, right?
I did not vote. I don't
didn't
think
vote
I can.
either.
I don't think I can vote. So
okay.
we have the yay side. Your brother-in-law, I believe, voted twice.
Oh, what did he vote?
He's a yayer.
Oh no, I gotta have a conversation with him there.
Paul, he's coming for you. Yeah. So we got my mortal enemies on the yay side here.
Check the
I like
Instagram
these,
again.
I like these. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Whose
no.
account did you just vote from?
My business account.
Now it's 50-50. Dang
Oh
it.
no!
Look
Hold
at
up.
it.
I think I have
All
another
right.
one.
So if you want to follow Noah, it's at Noah Miller Brands on Instagram. You can see some what's going on
Cool
in this
artwork
dude's
on there.
eyes. I'm seeing a picture on here. He's got galaxy eyes.
That's a bit. Is that a Bitcoin thing, by the way?
I don't think so. I made that a few years ago, I think.
Show me. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about somebody's profile picture, but I just
it was
was
this
on
one.
Twitter yesterday. Oh,
It's
okay.
just like a Photoshop
Oh, never mind. Okay.
thing I did a few years ago.
Well, now we're split 50-50
Have you guys seen that on Twitter, by the way?
on Instagram.
People's where their profile picture has a picture of their face, but they have eyes that are glowing, and it looks like it's people who are all Bitcoin or at least in that.
Yeah, I
sort
don't
of
know.
things. Okay, I didn't know if that was
I don't
something
know.
that I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
Check the vote again.
he's bending it to his will.
Do you have who? All right, let me refresh. This
Yeah.
is outrageous. Oh, now it looks like yay is overly positive.
Okay, so I got a question while you're looking.
Hold on. What is man brand
It's a
products?
company that some friends in school and I are working on.
Oh, you're
it's a
starting another
social media
company.
account. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Don't
cool.
follow them. They have no posts.
Yeah, that's not up yet.
Man,
Still in
man
the
brand.
making.
Man brand, a brand for the common man.
That's right.
If that isn't just Vandalay Industries repackaged,
Vandalay, yes.
importer exporter,
I think you should put on there the man's ear.
the bro.
That should be the first thing on there. Here's a question: how many different varieties of? And I'm not talking color because color is they're all the same model.
I don't
so
see
I guess say
color.
how many
I
different?
don't see color.
I would say how many different models then, right? That would maybe the better word to use. Like you've got the fur model, you got just the base model. What other kind of models do they have?
So there's like the regular clog, which is
Okay.
like the classic. I don't actually have that.
Okay.
I have what's called the Bea clog.
Oh,
And
so yours is different than
yeah,
the
so
base.
mine has like the Crocs logo on the side where it's like cut out.
I see
it.
that.
And
Yeah,
like
I
the
see
regular
It's
ones
like
don't have
embossed
that.
or not, or the opposite of
And then
embossed.
like these like line things.
Oh,
the
that is it.
listeners
That's
cannot see.
another. It's a feature.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what?
'cause you're right, 'cause they
Katie's didn't
usually
have
are
those
flat.
lines.
yeah,
Yeah, they usually don't have
I
that
purposely,
aerodynamic.
so I bought my dad his first pair because he kept stealing mine, and I was like, I want my Crocs back.
Yeah.
So I bought him the regular one, so
Yeah.
because I got them black and I didn't want to mix them up. So I got him the regular one, so they're different.
Oh, you're right. Now that when you point that out, then you can see the difference.
Yeah. I think
The
these
other
are more
ones,
stylish.
They definitely are. If you're gonna,
Question here
Compare
because
them.
this little pop up came up. I'm on the Crocs website for all.
I'll just say right now, I'm anti-gibbet.
Is that what that's called? It's called a
Yes,
gibbet.
Those are gibbets. I'm very anti-gibbet.
it covers the holes. It uses the
Yes.
holes as a way of putting some little facets.
It
in them.
reminds me of like people decorating their backpack with stuff.
Yeah.
You know the
Yeah,
things
I'm-
children do.
I'm more of a minimalistic style kind of person.
you know,
so.
I applaud that.
Yeah,
I will say, I mean,
they're called
those
gibbets,
ones
though?
are just aren't that. They're not that bad.
Yeah.
Probably
I
because they're
think they're
black.
slimmer,
You,
like,
you
they
remind
they
me.
they do have a slimmer
Yeah.
foot to them. Yeah.
they don't look as
All right,
clunky.
let me look at these. Oh, see now
agree.
here's where I can get
Oh,
on
they have
board.
they have slides.
Oh, yeah.
I could
They
get
got
on
everything.
with the Croc loafer. So I'm not against
Okay.
the brand Crocs.
Yeah.
I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
I'm against the Croc Clog.
Yeah, I think I am the same way.
That's really what I don't like because I'm looking at these loafers and I'm thinking I'd slide my foot into that. But it's-
Now, how comfortable are they compared to?
they don't look
other
as
ones.
beefy on the bottom.
They don't. I just wonder if because usually loafers in general are very
Let's bring up
there's very little to them.
I'm going to bring up this abomination real quick.
Oh, the boot. Oh my goodness.
This is the epitome of style, the boot.
Oh,
wait, that's not the one.
That's not the same one.
That's not the same one, but that
The
it looks
Neo
like
Puff boot
it's like
is the
a
one.
like a galosh.
That's look. Yeah, that's like
Galosh? Is that what it is?
I
What
wouldn't
is it?
wear that.
Galoshes?
It looks like a galosh.
Is that a thing?
It looks like it's trying to be
Oh, let's look at these. These are.
LL Bean.
This will
style
transition
duck-
us right
duck
into,
bill.
if we want to talk dad shoes, check
Oh,
out
yeah,
the Swiftwater River sandal.
Terrible.
Oh my god.
They're like Tevas, kind of.
You know what? I accept Noah's Crocs over these ones.
for sure.
What are the, and these, the Croc and Stock? Is that what that is?
Classic.
The Crocs slide. Just get slides. Stop. Stop it. Don't like the, yeah.
I got to throw this into the munch now since we're looking at that. But I'm thinking of a competitor to a Crocs.
You're talking about Birkenstocks?
That's perfectly the direction I was
Overpriced.
going in. So that would be a competitor, but with a totally different vibe to it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're higher end too because they're a lot more
ugly.
expensive.
What are we
that's-
talking about? I
That's
missed
the
it.
question. Are they
Birkenstocks.
ugly?
Oh, Birkenstocks.
Because I would go Birkenstock for sure over Clog.
No.
I would.
Crocs.
I don't mind Birkenstock. I feel like Birkenstocks are just fine. I don't know. I look
Yeah.
at them and I just go, well,
Yeah.
See, here's my issue. I think you can wear socks with Crocs as long as it's not like white socks with black Crocs. That's terrible. But black socks with black Crocs is fine. I don't think you can.
I would hope
don't
so.
think
That's
there's
what you're
ever-
wearing.
Yeah. I don't think there's ever a
Careful.
scenario where you
Careful.
can wear socks of any color with Birkenstocks.
So you don't like my wife then?
I
are you
guess not.
serious? Have you
'Cause she
never
used to do that in
seen
college.
I don't
hippies
think-
anywhere?
Oh, that's true.
I don't think hippies have good style. So
Oh, I guess. I mean, this is all really a matter of an opinion.
Yeah, but you know what? I like this because this shows. This is another good, another way of showing that even though he wears Croc clogs, he still has a sense of style. So
Yeah.
just because you wear Crocs doesn't mean you don't have a sense of style anymore.
you just got to work it into your style.
Debatable.
Right.
Debatable.
Debatable.
I wouldn't
That would
wear
be a
these
good
with
website
like
name, by the way.
nice clothes. Like I'd never wear these to church. I think there's a
Yeah.
situation though when you wear Crocs with joggers and it looks good. Now you older people may not understand that, but my generation,
You know what? I'm okay with that. I understand the boomers more and more
No.
as I get older.
I don't like Yeezys, but there have been a few times where I've seen people wear Yeezys, which I think are ugly, with joggers, and they can pull it off if they have the right
Yeah,
ones,
I
the
feel
right
like-
body style, whatever you might want to
Yes,
say.
like
But that's about
super lanky,
it. Yes.
skinny.
Yeah.
Can pull it off. Yeezys, I've never understood the Yeezy.
Yeah,
shoe.
neither.
Aren't they just like the Jordan of Adidas? Like it's like the high priced Adidas, right?
It's yeah,
I
but
thought
with,
Yeezy was Yeezy. Is Yeezy Adidas?
I think they're part of Adidas.
I think that he works with Adidas for the Yeezys.
Yeah, the whole cloth aspect look of them.
Yeah.
I just
They
Aren't they like
look-
$300.
Those look like
it's bizarre.
yeah,
I mean,
they're
at
maybe
least.
even more.
I remember in high school there was a kid in my gym class. We were walking on the track for a gym, and he was wearing Yeezys on the orange track, and the whole bottom turned orange,
Oh no.
and they looked brand new. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, that's why I would never wear.
See,
those
that's the
shoes.
thing. If
I'd
I
be
was
so
a
afraid
parent,
of getting them
how
ruined.
old? Wait, was this college? You said or
This
high
was
school?
in high school, and he was younger than me by at least 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So parents, don't buy your kids Yeezys. Do you know what teenagers do to shoes?
Yeah.
All right, you go to Kmart. There's no more Kmart's.
Yeah.
I was gonna say go to Kmart and get some McGregor's.
Wait. Let's make sure we get the
Kmart.
right. Kmart or Kmart.
Kmart.
Okay. good.
Kmart. I was thinking McGregor's.
Yes, I
you
had a
know
pair
me.
of
I have a
McGregor's.
history of not saying Kmart's.
That's
This
true. I know. That's why I had
you
to bring
need.
it up because I wanted you
need
to know
to
you
make
said
that clear to the people.
Yes, he does. He doesn't like the Kmart's or Walmart's with the plural because it doesn't belong there, and we both agree on that one.
It doesn't belong.
I agree
I
with that.
apologize
Yeah.
profusely for my misspeak. I don't want to go down that road.
Wait, we won't censor you then.
But seriously,
Censure you either.
Why would you buy your kids such expensive shoes? I understand a teenager gets a job, they have their own money, they want to look fly.
Is that lit? They want to look lit.
They want to
look fresh.
Swaggy.
they want to look swaggy. Go waste your. I blew my money on like a car stereo deck for my Subaru
Right.
Legacy
We've all
wagon,
done that when we were
thinking that
kids.
made it cool.
Yeah.
I get it, but parents, don't buy your kids Jordans.
Buy 'em
Don't buy your
Crocs.
kids. You know what? Buy your kid Crocs.
Some Crocs.
Buy your kid.
Get him some Crocs already. I had to take issue though with the socks with the Crocs though, with the clogs at least. I just don't
So
think it belongs.
comfortable.
I don't think it belongs with any clog whatsoever. Like a clog is not meant to be worn. I don't think with socks.
I'm not going to pretend to be a clog expert.
that's me.
I don't know.
I'm just saying style wise.
I would think
when I see it,
I would
it
think
looks like
you'd
they
put
just,
a bare foot in. I would.
Yeah.
That's where I would lean.
Yeah.
But I could also see now if I'm using the Noah application or even your application of around the house.
Yeah.
You're not slipping your socks off to put your Crocs on.
That's true.
You just put your foot in.
The only time I'm going to wear Crocs without socks is on the beach. If I'm going in the water.
But
I've
seen you without socks like maybe twice ever, and we've gone on camping trips. Like you always have socks on.
yeah. I don't
Unless
like not
you're
having
wearing
socks on.
like slides down to the shower or something.
Yeah. And that was I think our last camping trip was probably before I owned Crocs.
Get out of here.
I'm pretty sure.
BC,
It's
before
been a few
Crocs.
years.
3 years?
think so.
That's outrageous. That's crazy.
But next time, I'll chaperone next time, and I'll wear my Crocs every day.
With socks.
If you're a
With
parent
socks.
listening, wouldn't you want Noah hanging out with your kids, influencing them? They're all going to come home with clogs on. Now, I want to talk about these. For you listening at home,
The Keens.
the Keen hiking sandal.
Yeah.
Ugly.
That might
Crocs
be
makes a hiking clog.
that.
Hiking clog.
Yeah.
I think. Well, that's what made me think of these because I went to the men's and I think I was in. Was I in clogs?
You're back in the Crocs.
I'm back on the
website now. Okay.
Crocs website. I'm good with
Those are ugly.
Those are very
See,
ugly.
I'm good with these because
I'm
I feel
not.
like chefs and people have been wearing shoes
See,
like that,
now
forever.
Yeah,
No.
I don't like them anyway. I don't like the ones. I don't like the clogs either. By the way, that nurses wear that have the heel in the back.
Yeah.
Which sometimes men nurses wear them too. I've seen.
They're
Which-
also just called nurses.
No, I know, but you know what I mean.
It's 2021, Chris. Okay.
But I've noticed that, and I don't. And it must be comfortable because if they're walking around in them all day long, then they must have. They don't care about the function or the look. They care about the function.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But obviously, wearing them casually would not be
I-
permissible in my household, or at least in my mind. But
And again, my beef with pretty
Keens.
much any shoe is not whether they're comfortable or not comfortable. I don't even buy a shoe based on comfort. I know that sounds crazy,
I know,
but I would
that's how it
rather
used to
buy
be.
a shoe
Same
that
way.
looks better.
I went through a lot of
Then-
money with that mindset.
Comfort?
Just- no, the opposite.
with the opposite.
With what you
Before,
were
when I
saying.
was all
Oh.
about style and I didn't care about comfort,
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money on shoes.
Yeah, well, just you don't have to buy every shoe that looks good either, right? You can just pick
I
a
wish
pair
somebody would have told
and go,
me.
I
that
like
to
this.
me, like,
I'm going to
when
wear
I
them.
was 16.
So I've been wearing my shoe of choice for a very long time was the Converse All Star.
Yeah.
The Chuck Taylor. It's not the world's most comfortable shoe, but it lasts forever and it looks good.
except for the 2.0s when they came out with those.
I think I have a pair of the. I
They
forget
stopped
what I
making
have.
them now,
I
but
forget what I have.
I like
I
those.
have like a Chuck 2 or something.
I've never owned
It's
a
actually
pair,
very comfortable.
actually.
Nike got a hold of it, put a really comfortable bottom, and changed the shoe.
I never got on the Converse or the Vans.
Yeah,
wagon.
me either. Never.
But
been
that's
a part
okay,
of either of them.
right? Like I can't picture you in them.
Yeah, I can't picture myself in them.
But you were
that's why I'll
wearing
never-
like the Jordans.
Yeah.
That's like a different sect of shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still within
different
the
culture.
style range.
Yeah.
But I can't get on board with these hiking sandals.
No, me either.
I understand the practicality of them. I don't like the look. And look at this is a hiking sandal by Keen that's trying to look like a Croc.
Yeah, so still
See?
The Keen men's Yogi.
That's
Everybody's
the
trying to be
worst.
like Crocs.
$50.
That's a terrible looking shoe.
That's worse than a Croc.
it is. It looks worse
You
than a Croc.
congratulations, Keen. You've created a shoe uglier than Crocs. People who wear those, I'm overgeneralizing, okay? I'm overgeneralizing. But I
careful
see
what you
people
say.
wearing these. It's fine. You know what? I probably know you and you probably have them. It is what it is. Your choices are yours.
Yeah.
My takes are my takes, and I know what I'm buying at the store. You buy what you want at the store. You wear what you want. Chances are, if you're wearing these, if you go out on a Saturday, you're also wearing khakis that you could have the chance of hiking in and some kind of a forest green shirt.
That's true. That's true.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're probably wearing something like Eddie Bauer, like
Yeah, you shop at
jeans
two
or something,
places: Eddie Bauer or Bass.
or the Mountain Sport EMS, or whatever. Yeah.
You're rocking your EMS. You got your Keen sandals on with your khaki that could be zipped off into a short, just in case you happen to find yourself in a hiking situation
That's true.
while you're at the mall.
Oh, and you're wearing a shirt that's got the flap in the back. That opens
You got
up
you got the breathable shirt.
Yes,
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
and maybe even that hat. The what's it? The Forester hat.
Okay.
Safari hat?
I know what Safari.
I know what
Australian
you're
looking
talking
hat.
about. Yes.
Yeah, it's got the big brim on it.
I feel like I see it all too often.
Yeah.
That if I look down at someone's feet and I see those, I know what's above the foot.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. And you were at the Kingdom Bound Festival when we identified this. We went searching for dads,
Yep.
right?
Just by looking down at the ground.
Yes.
Well, if
That's
we
brilliant. That's a great
saw the white and blue New Balance
Oh yeah.
or the Air Monarch,
Yep.
Oh man.
we knew above it was probably a solid pair of jorts or cargo shorts.
Yep.
No offense, I know you got the cargos on. You're not wearing them in dad mode.
Yeah,
Because
tuck
to
your
be
shirt
in
in.
dad mode,
that's true.
you're
Gotta move up
tucked.
a little bit there. Yep.
You're tucked, and that belt is showing. And your shirt is probably either a shirt with a location from a trip you took,
Cape Cod or something like that on it.
or
Yeah.
it's just a nice blank
Yep.
shirt, which
with a
I
pocket.
maybe a pocket,
With a
Maybe a
pocket
pocket.
in it.
possibly something in the pocket on a t-shirt. Which, unless you're out on like a professional job site needing that pocket for something, why?
What do you do?
And then they may or may not have the cap on, but if they have the cap on, it's going to be a very shallow baseball cap with the leather strap in the back.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, we identified Boku dads that day.
Yeah.
So many. It's why? That's the other question. We're already going very long on this.
Yeah.
But the other question
This is worthwhile.
like, what?
To have, though.
Like, you're older than I am, Chris. I'm not going to say you're getting up there in age.
Thanks a lot.
You're only like 2 years older than me, 3 years. I don't even know. 5 years? 5 years.
5 years.
4. 80, 84?
83.
80, 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
So 5 years older than me, but you'll hit the threshold before I will, when all of a sudden
Yep. Comfort.
everything in your mind says, honey, I need to get myself a new pair of shoes, and I'm thinking super thick bottoms and wide, and they got to be white and navy.
Right.
Maybe white with a little black and red. We'll see what they have in stock for the Air Monarchs.
And
But
while I'm there, I got to get some crew socks to go with them.
some good
black
crews.
or blue.
I want to make
White-
sure they go up a
white
little
crew
white.
socks.
White crew socks.
Oh,
they're
white.
going to go up a little too high.
Yeah. Right.
And you know what? I'm comfortable with the look. Like, you're gonna
That's
hit.
not
You're
gonna happen
gonna.
to me
That's
ever. It reminds me of those. What's that commercial? That brand that says that you're turning into your parents. Was it Progressive or
Yes.
something?
Yeah. It's
yes.
progressive. I
Oh,
love
those commercials are great.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of those commercials. All of a sudden, they become their parents. Start thinking like them. Like, when does that happen? When does that shift happen? Because I just don't think it's going to happen to me. But maybe it will.
That's the trap.
We should ask our parents if they ever thought that it wasn't
Yeah.
going to happen to them,
Right.
And then it did, and when they came to that realization
True.
that it was happening.
My thing is, it just happens to so many people.
It does.
I don't understand how. I now, confession time. When I worked at the upholstery shop, I kept getting nails in my shoes, so I needed something with a thick bottom. I did own a pair of Air Monarchs, but they got worn
Just
to the
for that.
upholstery shop,
That was it.
and maybe for some yard work, and that was it.
Right.
But
Disclosure there.
I need to put it out
I can't
there.
believe you've actually owned a pair, but okay, that changes everything I think about you.
Well, one, they are consistently a $39.99 shoe,
right.
right?
You know what you know how much they're
A
always
very
gonna be.
moderately priced shoe,
Yep.
which makes the $40. I'll spend $40 on a pair of sneaks.
Wait, they're on sale. for
Last me a
20,
couple
29.
years. So they're appealing price wise. Like, you would know. They don't shoot up to 50, do they?
I think that's about where they're at is 50.
50 bucks?
I think it's about 50.
If I'm dropping $50, my goodness, it's not going to be a pair of wide Air Monarchs.
All right, so question for you, Ricky.
Yes.
If you had to choose between going out in
would be fun.
public in Crocs or the Air Monarch, what is your
Let's see
decision?
the look on his face right now. Oh man. This is that game that my kids love to play.
Jeez,
This or that,
This
or whatever.
is
My mom always
deep.
just
Would you
won't give an
rather?
answer when I try to ask a question
really?
like this. I'm like, no, you have to pick something.
Yeah, would you rather? The Monarchs
Air Monarchs.
or the Crocs?
Air Monarchs.
Oh, man.
If I'm going to go out in public,
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'd
I'll
be the
wear
opposite.
a pair of Air Monarchs with a little too loose blue jean with a t-shirt tucked in with a brown belt.
You wouldn't
I'm
do that.
just basically describing what my father looked like.
Right. Yeah, no. I would definitely be the other
Would
way.
you feel
I
the
would swing
need
other
to bring
direction.
your daughter with you in order to legitimately?
Oh no, because you know why? Because no one would assume that I don't have a child. Yeah, he's got a kid.
We should
For sure.
We should make the icon for this episode a picture of you standing, holding your daughter's hand, and you're wearing that exact outfit. That would be hilarious.
I sent you a picture one time of me trying on a pair of Air Monarchs
Yeah, I
at
think I
like
remember
Kohl's
that,
or
man.
something. I was watching a YouTube video yesterday. I'm gonna mute the computer, and what was funny is the guy in the video was wearing a very dad-esque outfit, and you know, I have a lot of respect for this company, but
Oh, there he is.
come on. Come on.
Which ones are those? The Monarchs?
He's
Yeah.
holding a $12,000 guitar rocking the Air Monarchs.
That reminds me too. It's similar. It's in similar vein to this. But do you ever see somebody? You're talking about he's using a very expensive instrument, right? He might even own that, and he's
They do
he's
own it.
dressed that way. Have there ever been times where you've seen somebody get out of a vehicle that's a very expensive vehicle, like a BMW, and they're wearing that like a dad outfit like that? You're thinking to myself, what are you doing?
Well,
That does not match.
yes.
You know what
I mean,
They're coming
I
out of a
understand
convertible.
that. But the odds of someone not being a dad and having one of those vehicles, I mean, I feel like is slim, because a lot of times they're the dads.
I get the whole dad thing.
They're the guys who have waited their whole life to finally get the car.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, they've reached the threshold. So they get the stylish car because they still have car style sense.
But they don't.
They probably have
clothing.
primo great, like they probably have a nice light brown interior leather with the black BMW, and they're like, that looks good. And they have really good sensibilities with that, but they just have lost any interest in how they look themselves.
Yes.
And so they get into the BMW with the dad shoes
And the dad jeans.
and the tuck.
And the tuck with the tuck in.
But they
shirt.
don't care.
Hard Rock Cafe probably sure. His is a different one.
That's
But-
But see, I don't want to give bad PR to this company
No.
because I really like the store.
But anyway. But that's true. That's
Now he's on his feet a lot. There's the practical aspect.
Right.
I get it. And again, I just can't. If you guys have made it 48 minutes deep into this podcast listening, again,
congratulations.
we thank you
Yes.
for your listenership. I just want to make this abundantly clear. Again, I am not against the practicality of any of these. I hear it. I understand it. I salute it. But I can't sacrifice form for function.
Missing out.
Now, some
Yeah.
might look at my feet and go, I believe you have. I don't like the form of your shoe. And that's okay. Because opinions are like belly buttons. We all have them.
And they all stink.
And some are really weird looking.
That's true.
Well, we're talking about opinions, not shoes.
We're telling
Some have weird opinions, though.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's my take.
I guess at the end of the day, it's something that my dad's always taught me. A little phrase that goes something like this: "To each his own." To each his own.
To each his own. I think there's nothing else to be said other than that. Noah, we want to just want to thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, it's been a blast.
Thanks for having me.
It was
It's a
fun.
pleasure.
I enjoy having this conversation.
Yeah, that was fun.
I could talk about things I dislike all day long because it's fun. And it's fun to get a rise out of people. It's fun to just joke about it. At the end of the day, you wear on your feet what you want to wear.
That's right.
You
We all agree that.
do you. To each his own.
To each his own.
Thank you for tuning into the Lunch Break Podcast. We'll catch you next time in about 3 years when we record another episode. Take care.